The boxing world is overwhelmed by the epic showdown between the interim champion Trevor McCumby and Caleb Swifthands Plant. Here are some of the top reactions.
I was kind of in the back, and I did McCumby, but that was McCumby's Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Sometimes we step down a little bit to the competition level of competition, but I thought overall that Caleb did his thing. Leonard.
Started off a little rocky, and then all of a sudden you put a tent over the circus, and it truly turned into AWD. As you said, it was ass-whooping day. Walk me through it.
We knew he was snappy, fast, and he was a little bit awkward stepping through with his punches, winging them. So just had to find my distance, my rhythm, and my timing. And, a lot of people say I can't fight on the inside, but I think I proved everybody wrong on that tonight. Stepped to him, stayed calm. Even after the knockdown, he hit me on my shoulders, and I was just off balance. So I stayed calm, stayed cool, stick to the gun plan, and got that motherfucker out of there, like we said.
What was the plan at the end, though? Because 2 minutes and 59 seconds, were you tempted kind of, waiting for the bell to come off of him, or were you motivated to make sure you got the knockout in 9?
I mean, I don't know when the bell's coming, so I'm punching until the ref steps in and says stop, And I was punching, right when the bell came through, but those punches were coming through before the bell and got him out of there.
After a nap, what's next for Caleb Plant?
I'm going to go home, spend time with my family, play princess and makeup with my daughter, and to
close everything out, Trevor McCumby, last for me, versus Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, a lot of people said that was a master class by Caleb Plant. One of the most entertaining fights of the night. What do you think, Jim?
What a show. And Caleb Plant is a craftsman. Caleb Plant has real skills. And Caleb Plant was in against a bigger, stronger fighter. And I would say it's a master class. It was a brilliant demonstration of the skills you use and the counter-punching ability that was necessary for him to beat Trevor McCumby, and he got a great win.
Man, it feels good. Put a lot of hard work in over the last 18 months with my team. And, like I said, it had been a little bit since I've been away from the ring, but had 359 rounds of sparring, so been staying extremely busy. I went through some ups and downs, not with my family, but just some injuries. And so for me to work myself back into this position and have the performance that I have tonight, it means a lot. I put a lot of hard work in to get that. So, yeah, he was awkward and strong and unorthodox. He would step through on his stance and kind of bull rush me at times. And he even caught me in my shoulders once as I was pulling out and, knocked me down as he was punching my shoulders. I wasn't hurt at all, so it didn't really rattle my feathers or anything like that. I just stayed calm, and I knew that we switched to the second game plan, and once we got there, it was easy money. Fell down, and we got back up. We went to work. And we got that stoppage.
Tell us about the stoppage here in the 9th round from your vantage point.
Oh yeah, I knew I had him hurt. Time to go to work and get him the fuck up out of there, like I said.
Trevor!
I'd like to go.
Way to fight, bro.
Fighting.
No accidents.
Hey, fighters. Oh,
Here are some of the most crunchy predictions that were made earlier about this fight. Chris Algieri trained alongside Trevor McCumby, and he was very sure about an upset.
I used to train with Trevor 12 years ago at Robert Garcia's camp when he was a highly touted top-ranked prospect. Very good junior amateur champion.
Legendary trainer Teddy Atlas was going in favor of Caleb Plant. He also took notice of Trevor's quitter comments and analyzed them.
It's kind of like with the football teams. You never want to give the other team, or in this case, the other side, the other fighter, bulletin board material. I mean, I'm sure Chris would understand that. I mean, you know, you're going into a fight. You don't need any gasoline added to the fire. You're already there to win. You're already there.
Caleb Plant developed bad blood with Edgar Berlanga, who was the star of the main event. Caleb thrashed Berlanga several times, and the young fighter was also not hesitant. He predicted Caleb wouldn't win this fight despite Trevor McCumby's long layoff.
Caleb Plant, man, y'all two know real life social. He gonna see this. He gonna see this. Is that just like, you feel like it's just competitive because y'all at the same weight class? Is it?
He know what's up. He went about on some.
Edgar also showed his bitterness in a recent episode of The Cigar Club. The Puerto Rican fighter admitted that before 14th September, he was about to slap Caleb on his face, but he stepped down after getting scared of possible police cases or lawsuits by the sweat hands. He added, yeah, he was on some. If you see the whole thing, in the beginning, I was cool with the nigga. I got respect for the nigga. But he's like, huh? He's lucky I ain't smacked out of him. I would have knocked him out. Not only that, Edgar punked Caleb for fighting on the undercard and being a bum. Edgar referred to him as a nobody in the super middleweight division and welcomed the idea of having a big fight in the future. The Puerto Rican-American boxer continued about the chances of a fight in the future. I see myself getting in the ring with him. He needs guys like me. He can't sell. He's actually fighting on my card now. That's my son now. He was talking all that. Now he's on my card. He can't even sell out a family dinner. He can get tight, but it's the truth. Just like Edgar, his promoter was also fed up with all this bad blood with Caleb Plant. In a live chat with Edgar, Fat Joe blasted on him and said,
So what I don't understand is the guy, Caleb Plant, he had a shot, he got knocked through the ropes. Why you worried about your fight?
Yeah, he another dude. He got a whole other fight he had my press conference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what is he doing? Like what is he
dude,
talking about?
Clout
And you got
chasing.
knocked through the ropes. It's almost like signing in. It's almost, it made me feel like Rikers Island or something. The guy done got his whip. Now you want to big up the guy with this fight. No, I never seen nothing like this in my life.
He over here hugging him and all. I'm like, yo, this dude's a...
No, it's unbelievable. He shot in legend.
Yo.
Caleb was also giving his sharp responses. Plant claimed that he took everything personally and plans on giving Berlanga a serious beating at the first opportunity available.
This is like the third or fourth time now he's done threatening to smack me in my face. So when I want to put my foot, I don't want to hear nobody in any comments talking about, oh, Caleb, was he? Yeah, well, step to me, threatening me that you're going to smack me in my face.
Caleb Plant fought well on the undercard of this fight and plans to square off against Berlanga in the future. Caleb even shared a crunchy prediction for Berlanga versus Canelo and bashed him, saying,
You got to have boxing skills that he doesn't have, a chin that he doesn't have, and experience that he doesn't have. So it's either going to be a long night or more likely a real short night.
How offended are you when you hear Edgar Berlanga talk about you as if you're some journeyman, making comments like he's not going to go out the way that you did?
Yeah.
How unaware is he about the levels that he's getting ready to step up to?
Yeah, unaware is a good word. That's a real good word. And, you know, I'm just watching the press conference, and he's focused on me.
Apart from Berlanga, Ryan Garcia has come in the news as Plant's #1 hater. Ryan Garcia is currently banned from boxing due to the use of PEDs. Garcia has said a lot of bad things about Caleb Plant and his family and turned out to be the biggest ill-wisher. Before this fight, Ryan was sure that Trevor would grab a convincing victory in this match. He declared, Trevor McCumby will pull off the W and an upset over Caleb Plant. Book it. Trust me on this. Ryan advised boxing fans to bet against Caleb despite being a huge favorite in this game. Swift Hands took notice of this tweet and he came up with a sharp answer. He launched an attack on Ryan and Trevor for their usage of Ostarine and reposted, "A cheater picking another cheater to win. Imagine that." Ryan was actively trolling Caleb and surpassed Dylan Dennis in this art. This keyboard war led to a major tussle in the past where Caleb threw beer glass on him after the Tank vs. Martin fight. Moreover, Caleb punked Ryan Garcia for making these horrendous predictions against him. After slamming Ryan for getting banned after the fight against Devin Haney, Caleb included these insights after his media workouts. You know he's been swearing up and down that he is innocent. And if it's so easy to prove, obviously one would go to court and prove that, rather than cough up $1.5 million and take a 1-year ban. Regardless of how much money you have, I ain't coughing up that much money, especially if I know I'm innocent. Well, he took the other route, so that says a lot. The Boxing Voice is a major fight podcast that presents a very honest analysis of boxing in the United States of America. They also think that Trevor will give Caleb a tough time. After placing their money on the interim champion, he shared insights from Trevor's previous fight.
Yeah, I was there for the Trevor fight in your event. I told people he has a decent little fan base. I can see him getting a big fight with Caleb Plant now and selling a lot more tickets.
Caleb's father and co-trainer Richie Plant envisioned a very tough matchup against Trevor McCumby. He prepared his son and admitted that the inactivity had hurt Caleb's title campaign. However, Plant Sr. was confident of the preparations and all the sweat his son drained in the gym.
There's been quite a layoff. It's been some time since we've been in the ring. It's not the way we wanted things to be, but you know, sometimes life doesn't give you exactly what you want, and circumstances don't work out exactly the way you want. So, you know, our only alternative, since we weren't able to get the fights that we wanted when we wanted them, was just to continue to spend time in the gym and just continue to sharpen our knives, you know.
Caleb's coach, Stephen Edwards, was impressed with his hard work before coming into this fight. He called his fighter a thick-skinned dude for his ruthless attitude and habit of fighting outside the ring. Stephen was sure about winning this contest and becoming a 2-time champion in the future. His thoughts about this fight were,
I mean, it's a great card. This is a bad blood fight. It's two guys that don't really like each other. Trevor's a big puncher. So I think he's definitely going to try to come and knock Caleb out. But whatever he can do to us, we could do to him. So we're going to try to knock him out too. You know, so the same thing he wants to do to us. I don't believe he's the puncher in the fight. So we're going to find out. But I expect a knockout in the fight.
Caleb's father made a bold prediction about this fight and claimed that Trevor would succumb to an early knockout in this fight.
And we're 110% coming to win. So it's going to be an exciting fight. I know Caleb's got a lot of fans out there, and they're going to be really happy with what they see.
Trevor also slammed Caleb's claims about his nervousness in this fight. He gave his firm response and said, he can say whatever he wants. At the end of the day, he can think what he wants. I'm not even worried about him. I'm training really hard. I'm dropping sparring partners. It's hard to keep them around, so I don't know if he can say the same if he's training as hard as I am. McCumby also slammed the boxing fans who are doubting his credentials.
I am sick of this modern-day boxing culture. Oh, he didn't deserve to fight me. Oh, he hasn't fought anybody. I'm 28-0 with 21 knockouts. 7-time national champion, ranked number 10 in the WBA. I've been ranked at all 4 organizations for a very long time now. Let's make boxing like it used to be, and let's fight.
Both fighters did a gentlemanly face-off, but after that, they are adding fuel to the build-up by their stinging remarks. First of all, Trevor McCumby called his opponent a quitter, and then Caleb brought some demons from his past.
You know, he's been calling me a quitter, and you know, if any of you guys can raise your hand of, you know, seeing me quit in a fight or anything in life, you know, raise your hand and let me know, because, you know, if it's one thing I'm not a quitter. I'm not a cheater either, and he's a cheater. He's been caught, he's been busted, he's been suspended, he's been fined for not only taking steroids, but also for getting a legal IV after the weigh-ins.
Trevor also showed concerns about Caleb's hostile behavior towards him. In one media session, he explained why he called Caleb a quitter. He recalled Canelo's fight against Caleb and said, I don't know, he was just giving me that vibe. I saw it within the Canelo fight. He goes mid-fight, I'm a pretty good fighter, huh? At that point, you already quit. You're like trying to be friends with your opponent, and that's all fine and dandy after the fight, but during the fight, it showed me that he quit in that fight, so it is what it is. Their media workout and grand arrivals were also filled with similar allegations and threatening remarks about each other. Caleb showed everyone that he was regularly sparring and training in the gym. With a firm belief that this hard work will translate well into the ring, the swift hand said, I'm ready to show the fans what a good old-fashioned looks like. His 0 has gotta go. It's out of here. Caleb completely overlooked Trevor before this fight and even proposed the next fight. He shared that he wants a rematch with the Mexican superstar who took his middleweight crown. In a recent interview, Caleb convinced everyone how much he deserves a rematch with Canelo. He said, "I feel it's worth it, especially since we had a competitive fight the first time. It was probably 6-4 before the 11th round. I feel I'm worthy." The fight has ended and Caleb has shown that he's not a quitter. Has he? He came in this fight as a 1,200 favorite and proved why he sits among the top. So, you tell us how you saw this fight. Was it entertaining? Tell us in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.